Hi everyone, I'm Marco Schwartz, and in this video I want to tell you about my first ever online business purchase. So, as you might know, part of my activity online is to buy and sometimes sell already existing online businesses. That's a great way to, if you are starting, get an online business right away, or if you already have some online businesses, to add one additional stream of income to your portfolio. So over the years, I bought both for myself and for other clients. I bought already existing online businesses. But in this video, I want to tell you about the first one I ever bought and tell you what happened to it, what it was exactly, and also the lessons I learned over this first purchase and the mistakes I made as well. So you don't have to make the same mistake if you decide to purchase an online business as well. So first about the site. And also I want to mention that I have on my website a corresponding article for this video where you will find much more detail, like exact numbers and everything, what I did exactly with the website. So I will link to that, it's just below the video. So make sure to visit that if you want more details about this first ever website purchase and also the lesson I learned while doing this. So the website itself was called Snorkeling Vacation Guide. So it was a basic affiliate, Amazon affiliate review site about snorkeling. I bought it on Empire Flippers, which is a platform I really recommend if you are buying your first online business. The website itself, I bought it for over 20,000 US dollars. And the site was generating about $900 per month of profit. There was no really expenses, so it was pure profit, those 900 US dollars. So that was great. And the website, when I got it in March of 2016, so I was making this money I just told you about, I quickly did some fixes. So this is not a video about how to set the website. I have other videos and content about this. I just really want to share the lesson I learned on this one. But I will also link to my checklist to actually set websites. So this would be below the video as well. You can just grab it for free. So if you want to buy a website, you can just check exactly what you need to look at. So about this website, I quickly did some improvements. For example, the site was not using at all international traffic for revenue. So all the links were going to the US Amazon website, but I had maybe 20% of international traffic. That was going nowhere, right? Because people from the UK are not ordering on the US Amazon website. So I fixed this, redirected the right people to the right Amazon store. Also added some little content in some niches that the website didn't explore yet, like underwater photography, for example, which is close to snorkeling. And overall, it raised the revenue of the website by 15%. That was really great. I did that. After 6 months, it already had this little jump of income, which was really great because that also immediately raised the value of the site. I also moved the site to from WordPress because it was on the WordPress, an old version or a crappy host. So I moved it to SiteEngine, which is the app that I use to run all my businesses. It's a bit an overkill for an affiliate site. However, it made a really nice boost of speed for the site and made it much more manageable for the future. So I also added an email list because the past owner didn't make any use of capturing emails on the site, but I had a lot of pages that were purely non-money pages, right? So where there was no links to Amazon. So on those pages, I just put I just gave away short ebook with my actually best content on the site. So little spoiler for the rest of this video, it didn't go so well for this first site, but that's what you can imagine when you start doing something, right? In mid of 2018, things started to go quite down. So there was two things basically. Amazon just slashed revenue for this particular niche, and I lost nearly half of my revenues just in one day because of Amazon, right? So there was nothing I could do about it. I just lost it like overnight because of their decision. There was also a lot of competition rising in the niche, and as all my traffic was coming from Google, there was a bit of my email list traffic, but not enough to generate significant money. And revenue started to fall down as well, right? So I did more content as well at this period, but it didn't allow me to stay on good rankings on Google, and revenue slowly started to fall down. And in early 2019, it was so low, like about $40 something a month, right? Down from nearly 1,000, right? With a nice little boost that I was able to put on the site. So it was just not worth actually putting more effort in the site, and I just decided to shut it down, right? So that's where a lot of people, I think, say, look, you failed, you don't communicate about this. That's why also I really wanted to make this video to come clean about this and tell you exactly what happens. So I decided to shut the website down because it was just not making any money, so I left it, but I just didn't review the name, right? So at some point it was completely down. And that's basically the story of what happened to the site. So I just want to still tell you what happened in terms of numbers, right? I still managed to make over $28,000 from the site, right? Just because of affiliate commissions over the whole period of when I actually owned the site. I had a few expenses. Of course, I won't count hosting because it's on SiteEngine, which is an app that I own, right? So it's kind of included here. But I had a few writers worked on the site, VA of my team that also worked on other projects, but I will count them here as well. So I have about $1,500 of expenses, which means that even as the site basically failed, right? Basically, I don't have it anymore. I didn't say it to anyone. I still made $5,000 on this this whole business thing, right? So even if it failed, I still managed to make some money. So probably it's not the best business success here, but still I managed to actually not lose any money on this deal here. So now let's go to the lessons that I learned from this kind of failure, right? And to see where I could have done better. So the first lesson is really about the traffic. The traffic on this site was all coming from Google, okay? There was no social network, there was no paid ads, there was no Pinterest, there was just Google traffic. And this is something I will never do again. Never again I will buy a website that just has one source of traffic. I don't care what it is, affiliate, e-commerce, dropshipping, SaaS. I want a diversified like profile of traffic sources in a site. To really be able to play between different traffic sources, and yeah, don't depend on just one source. What basically killed me is the drop of ranking of Google, right? Without that, I think I would have continued to actually put some more effort in the site and not let it die like this. Second lesson I learned, this time concerned revenues. All the revenue was coming from Amazon affiliates, and that's really not really funny, but just prove my point. Just yesterday, as I'm recording this video, right? Just yesterday, Amazon completely slashed their affiliate commission in most of the niches. So now it's down to 1 to 3%, right? And in the past it was up to 8%. So here the mistake also as I made is to just depend on one source of revenue, right? Which is Amazon affiliates. In the future, definitely, even if I buy again an affiliate website like this one, I will definitely want, probably not Amazon actually, because their commissions are so low, but definitely different affiliate programs. So if one shut down or stop paying the same commissions, I have these other programs that still make money and still get revenue to the site. Finally, the third lesson that I made, and I definitely changed that since then, is to not invest enough in the site. So for a long time, I actually didn't do a lot on the site. After this initial period that allowed me to raise the revenue, I basically stopped doing work on the site. And it's only when traffic started to fall down that I started to put some effort again and invest, right, via VAs, via content writers, to actually put some more content and work on the site. That was a mistake. Definitely, the lesson learned here is that you should always invest, put some effort into maintaining the site from the day you buy it. And even after you stop making some optimization on the site, you should still get constant work, refresh articles, write new ones, work on the design of the site, get emails, maybe put your own products. But definitely it requires this like constant investment, and that's very important to maintain revenue on the site. So that was basically my 3 lessons that I learned with this site. So again, diversify traffic, diversify revenue sources, and invest money and time on the site to maintain and grow the revenues. So I hope this was useful for you if you want to purchase your own existing online business. So I have basically 2 resources that you can check out. The first one is a corresponding article for this video, where you will find all the details, numbers about my first ever online business purchase. Second one that you will also find below the video is my checklist, basically that I use to make due diligence on the websites that I consider to purchase. So you find all the points that I look at when I buy a new website, either for myself or for a client, for an investor. That's all I go through before buying a site. And of course, it takes also into consideration those 3 lessons that I shared inside this video today. So again, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them below, and I will see you in the next one.